Okay, so hopefully everybody can see and hear me all right. So give me the thumbs up if you can. I don't know if you can see it yet. So make sure you angle the camera so I can see you and I know that you're all safe and everything. We're going to just soften all the limbs off and get the circulation moving first of all. So as always, we start with a nice old shake. So you can shake out any of your stress, any of your anxieties, and feel it flowing out the fingertips. Shake into the elbows and the shoulders, and have a little tiny, not too much, but a little tiny bounce around in the knees and feel the knees going a little bit soft, noticing your ankles and your feet. Excellent. Taking the arms all the way up and bring them all the way down again. And then start to shake out your feet now and your ankles, your knee and your hips. Take them wide and open and check out the feeling in your hips today. Good, and bring it forwards and swing into the joint. Bend into the knee joints and circle the ankle, holding on to anything for you to and circle the other way. Point and flex, drop the foot down. Shake out the other foot, the knee and the hip. Take it wide and open through the hip flexors. That's it, come forwards, swing into the hip, bend into the knee, and then circle the ankle. And back the other way, and point and flex. Drop the foot down on the floor and have a little wiggle, pushing the hips to each side, checking out how your hips are feeling. And then begin to swing the arms around the body, tapping the kidneys to the back of the hands, just stimulating the kidneys. Bring the arms up, so slowly bring the arms up overhead. And then bring them all the way back down again. Push the heel of the hands away so you feel like stretching the shoulders, dipping in the knees, bringing the heart rate up a little bit, not too much though, so take it into the corners, and then as if you're climbing a rope, start to lift the arms, so nicely lift through the ribs and belly, and then push forwards, so open the legs a little bit wider, push forwards, stretching through the back, and then bend or turn legs and tap the inside of the ankles with the lower body, stretching through those legs. Taking the hands all the way behind, nice big reach, back to the mat, and then push forward towards the front of the mat. And roll up through the spine, bone by bone. Let's take the arms in a big circle over the head, and then swing round and look round at the back of the arm. So bring it all round in a circle and swing round. So mobilising through the torso, the hips, the spine. A little massage for the kidneys, the liver, a little detox. Breathing in, breathing out, so releasing some energy from the spine all the way around and back. Little tiny back bend, but not much. Opening through the front of the body, you should lift the sternum. Last time, breathe in, breathe out, and come round to the centre. Well done. Take your feet hip distance, let's go skiing. Inhale. As you exhale, just let go. Feel like you're skiing down a mountainside, letting yourself free. Inhale, as you exhale, let go of any troubles, any worries, any stress. Feel it flowing out the fingertips, out the body. One last time as you roll through the spine. Inhale, exhale. Roll through the spine, lift the arms nice and high and pull back with the elbows, back and down. And notice any tightness in the shoulders, in the neck. Inhale and exhale, pull back and down. Good, and relax the arms. Feel free to grab a drink now at any time that you like as well. Your heart rate hopefully will be up a little bit, so we know your circulation's on the move. And back a little bit. And we'll have a standing meditation. But if standing's too much for you to your feet a lot today, for instance, feel free to sit down. You don't have to stand to the meditation. So take the heel to the instep, swing around on the ball of the foot, and then you'll know your hip distance apart, or do your pilot side with this in between the feet. Then roll the shoulders up, back, and then down, and pull the shoulders right away from the ears. Stand nice and tall as you tuck your tailbone under. And feel your head growing towards the sky. Feel like it's light as a feather, like a balloon, and it's lifting towards the clouds. You feel your whole body lifting and feeling lighter within your body. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears and keeping your arms relaxed and the joints of the knees nicely relaxed. Then gently close the eyes or lower the gaze. Take your awareness to the bottom of your belly and breathe right the way into the belly as if you're pushing out the hips a little. Then exhale really slowly, and as you exhale, scan your body from the crown of the head to the tips of the fingers and toes, and just notice how your body's feeling today. Notice any aches, any pains, any discomfort in your body today. And let's do that again. Let's take a nice big breath, as if you're breathing into the hips. But this time, take the air all the way up through the ribs, right to the top of your chest. Hold the breath briefly and then very slowly out of the nose, start to relax the breath and relax the lower body. Relax the buttocks and the hips, soften the legs, the knees, the ankles and the feet. Feel a softness through the lower body. And then take a lovely full breath in again. Breathe nice and deep, expanding the hips, expanding the ribcage, expanding the chest. And then exhale really softly through the nose and start to relax the shoulders and the arms, the hands, the wrists. Relax your upper body, your chest, your rib cage, the stomach, your back. Start to feel light in your body. Take a full breath again, breathe nice and deep into the bottom of the belly, right the way to the top of the chest. As you exhale this time, start to exhale really slowly through the nose and relax any tightness in the throat and neck. Relax all of the muscles in your hair and all of the muscles in your face so there's no expression. Your head feels light and soft and your body relaxed. Bring your mind into the here and now. If you're already chaotic in your mind, maybe you're working still. Your mind's in work, maybe running after little ones or planning what you're doing later, reliving what you did before, whatever that might be at the moment. Just try to bury that, just let it go. I'm just going to do a little experiment, switching on and off of the mind. It's nice to be able to do this as progression, so as the spells in between are longer when you switch off your mind. So just for 2 breaths, simply 2 breaths. I'd like you to not think about anything at all. You're just aware of things happening around you, but you're not really paying them any credence. You just do that for 2 breaths. And after your 2 breaths, just allow your mind to switch back on again. Maybe pay attention to things around you or go back to thinking what you were thinking before. Let's have a go at switching off again. 2 more breaths. Let's see if we can switch off, not think about anything, and just have the mind nice and clear. And then switch your mind back on maybe. Start to pay attention to what's around you now. Noticing things. Going back to your conversations with yourself. See if we can do that for 3 breaths now. See if we can switch our mind off just for 3 breaths. So noticing things but not giving them any attention. And just completely switch off your mind. And then you might want to switch your mind back on again. Notice how easy it starts to become when you do just start to switch on, switch off with just brief moments until eventually you're able to switch off for that little bit longer. Notice to take our arms out to the side of the body and take a big breath in and raise the palms above the head. As we exhale, pulling the hands down towards the chest. Inhale and you push, put your fingers forward. As we exhale, push the hands out in front to the flowing tree. We inhale and we widen the arms and exhale and flow the arms down to the feet. This time we're going to do it with a balance, so hold on to something if you need to. Pull up the pelvic floor and engage the core muscles as your arms come open. We inhale and place the hands above the head, toe to the floor and heel to the instep. As we exhale, we drop the hands down to the heart. We inhale and point the fingers forward. Exhale, take the hands out in front. Inhale, widen the arms, and then exhale, place the foot on the floor, place the arms to the side of the bottom. And we'll do that again. We inhale and raise the arms up. As we exhale, foot heel to the instep. As we exhale, we drop the hands down to the bottom. Point the fingers forward and push the hands out, stretching the shoulders. Inhale, widen the arms, and exhale, lower the hands. So you can bring the foot now to the calf muscle, but feel free to hold on to something rigid or keep the toe on the floor, whatever's good for you. Inhale, raise the arms, but this time placing the foot to the inside of the calf. And keep that focus and concentration as you draw the hands to the heart on the out breath. Inhale, point the fingers forwards, and exhale, taking the hands out in front. Inhale, widen the arms, and exhale, place the hands down and the foot to the floor. Opposite side, keep that focus going on. Inhale, up with the hands together over the head, foot to the inside of the calf. As you exhale, you drop the hands down to the heart. Inhale, point the fingers forwards, and exhale, bring the hands out in front. Inhale, widen the arms, and exhale, lower the foot, lower the arms. You can take it a little higher if you can, but any of them will do. Then inhale up, so you can take it a little higher or you can take it lower. So there you go. Exhale, draw the hands down to the heart. Inhale, fingers forward, then exhale, push and stretch the arms in front. Inhale, widen the hands, and exhale, drop the hands and the foot. Last time. Inhale, raise up. Put your foot wherever it's comfortable. Exhale, drop down. Keep that focus and concentration. Inhale, point the fingers forward. And exhale, take the hands out in front. Inhale, widen the arms. And exhale, lower the hands and lower the foot. Well done. Okay, so feel free to grab a drink before we come down onto the floor today. So if you do need lots of cushions around, you know, to bump yourself up on the floor, feel free to grab the cushions and make yourself as comfortable as you need to be. Okay, so we've got a few things that we're going to do on the floor. And if you're a bit tight in hips or your belly's getting in the way, then definitely bank yourself up on a nice comfy cushion. Make yourself as comfortable as you can. So just nice cross legs at the moment. Excellent. And just placing your hands onto the knees and sitting with a lovely tall back. So extend the spine up, tuck the chin in just like you would into Dolphin. We're going to do it like a sitting cat at the moment. What we're going to do is you're going to tilt your tailbone up towards you and start to press back with the belly button, so you're tightening around the band of muscle around the centre of the body. So pull the belly button back and start arching the spine, pushing the back as far back as you can. Then round the shoulders forwards and tuck the chin in. So you feel a lovely stretched spine. And then as you exhale, you start to tilt the pelvis the opposite way and push the belly button forwards this time. Then lift the chest towards the ceiling, the shoulders go back and down, and you look up towards the ceiling. Inhale now, as you exhale, just squeeze the pelvic floor, push that tail bone towards you and the belly button back, so you're tightening around the midriff, and then push all the way back to curve into the spine, dropping the shoulders, look back at the belly button and feel that lovely stretch of the spine. Inhale, as you exhale, let's do the opposite now. Relax the pelvic floor and push forwards. Now belly button comes forwards, chest is open, shoulders are back and down, looking towards the ceiling. Excellent. One last time. Inhale as you exhale. Just under the tailbone, squeeze that pelvic floor, push back with your spine, lovely, and relax as you drop the chin down to the chest and feel the opening vertebra. Inhale as you exhale. Let's ease that off and just bring ourselves in a lovely upright position. Relax the shoulders back and down. Relax the hands onto the knees. Excellent. You can work with the neck a little bit. So I'm going to take the ear to the left side, bringing the head centre, ear to the left side. And then very slow roll as you drop your chin to the side of the chest. Let the weight of the head fall just naturally and try to relax the shoulders as much as you can. As you let your head start to roll to the centre and then start to roll all the way up to the opposite side. So the opposite ear is now to the shoulder. Let the weight of the head simply drop. So tension always stores in the neck, so you'll genuinely feel it in the neck. Let's roll slowly to the opposite side again as you slowly drop the head down into that lovely half circle. You'll notice this in the shoulders a little as well as you draw the head up and then bring the head to the centre. Okay, so you're going to hold on to your knees and we're going to push our body over to one side. This is seated hip circles. You're going to push your body over to one side and then start to push forwards. And then as you push forward, you'll feel an opening in the lower back. And then push over to the opposite side. As you do this, you'll notice the hips. So I know you tend to be sleeping just on the one side, and this is where you will feel the differences between one hip and the other. So the biggest circles you can. As you come back, you're going to be switching on the core, so you engage in the core a little, working that. So squeeze the pelvic floor wherever you use your core. Let's go around the other way now. So you'll notice once you've done it once, you'll start to loosen up straight away and start to roll around the opposite direction. Let's squeeze into the core with that little back bend, so you're supported by your core, so working the core strength as well. And feels quite nice if you've got niggly lower back aches, this one. And then roll yourself all the way back up to an upright position. Now, you're going to crisscross the legs the other way, so swap your legs around the other direction. Excellent. And sit up nice and tall. You're going to do a little bit of upper body strength now. And as I said, if it's too much, bank yourself up a little bit higher on your cushions, and it just takes the belly a little bit away from the thighs and makes it more comfortable. Or reposition your legs if it's more comfortable for you. Taking the arms out now to shoulder height. So I want you to make a fist with the hands, and so your thumbs are over the top of the fingers. And then I want you to lift your fists up towards the ceiling, rotate down, and then point them down towards the floor. You'll feel this part of the hand really stretching out. Okay. Keep the arms nice and firm and tight, but try to relax. Don't try to not hunch. Try to relax the shoulders as you do this. I want you to do full, meaningful turns with the wrist, keeping the arms as extended as you can. So you really feel the ligaments and tendons in the hands, a little bit of hand strengthening and wrist strengthening, and the opposite direction. We tend to find that we weak upper body, and you work your lower body a lot by doing lots of squats up and down, don't you, from day to day. But very often you sort of ignore your upper body. Probably work more actually as a young mum, because you're lifting weights all the time as a young mum, aren't you, if you think about it? And that's why I think it's important in pregnancy yoga to create a bit of upper body strength, because you know what's to come, don't you, if you've already had a little one. Because you have to take the kitchen sink everywhere, don't you? And not only that, the car seats weigh a ton, don't they? Gosh, lovely. Let's shake out a second, because we've got another activity to do. So we've got 2 more arm exercises we're going to do today. So when you de-stress those arms, you're bringing them out again, but this time you're going to flex them. Push the heel as far away as you can and start to tense through the arms, but not the shoulders. Try to relax the shoulders, just the arms, just working the arms. And then you're going to be coat angle, so you're going to pop the fingers to the floor. Lovely, and hold that strength, and then flex again and point. Well done. Flex and point. Don't hold your breath though. You need to keep breathing. You're breathing for 2. Remember, that is true. You actually are breathing for 2. Flex and point. 2 more. Flex, point, flex, and point. Shake them out, guys. Shake them out. Okay. Now, this next exercise we've got for our arms is a bit of a killer. So feel free to shake out if you need to, all right? So I did this actually with my normal yoga class this week. So taking the arms out to shoulder height, bending the elbows, so as your elbows are in line with the shoulders and your hands are forward. Now you're going to rotate like a puppet. So to start with, I want you to push back with the forearms in the hands, engage in the shoulders a little. And then like a puppet, you're going to hinge from the shoulders. You're going to swing the hands downwards. And again, you're pushing back with the palms of the hands, this time the forearms. And then bring it up again. Now breathing in, breathing out as you do this activity. So it is quite tough. You don't have to do many before you start to feel this in the arms for sure. Lovely. I did my own, so I did the activity that you suggested a few weeks ago, Fran. I did that with the family on Sunday. So we had a double birthday celebration on Sunday, so we went out we had 3 canoes and dreamer. So I'm feeling my arms for sure now. I've been done all that rowing. Well done. Let's just do one more if we can. So push it back. Feel those arms engaged and then drop and push. Really push. Good job. And let it go. Let it drop. Shake those arms out. Yeah, you need to give yourself a cuddle now, don't you? So wrap the arms around and give yourself a cuddle for sure. Yeah. And I like to, when I cuddle, I like to have a wiggle as well. So I think that's quite nice. And then wrap your arms the other way as well, just to release the tension, get rid of some lactic acid. Beautiful from the arms. And give them a good old shake. Let's swap our legs again, the opposite way. I like to swap all the time to balance out the hips. Okay, so we're going to take our left hand onto the right knee now. Left hand onto the right knee. And your right arm is lifting up towards the sky. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you're probably not going to connect it, but see if you can connect your shoulder to the knee. That's the aim, to get them as close as you can. So inhale as you exhale. It just gets you in the right body shape, basically, and stops you coming forward. If you just keep your eye on the shoulders towards the knee. One side might do it more than the other. And then you're just stretching over, so you open through your intercostals, through your waistline, and have that lovely big letting go stretch. Then inhale as you exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, pull your body up using your pelvic floor strength. Take your right hand on the left knee this time, lift the left arm up, breathe in as you breathe out. You're going to take your shoulder again towards the knee, lift up and over. So your arm comes level with the ear and you stay open, you don't lean forward towards the knee, you stay open with the body so you can feel the ribs really stretching out. And breathe, don't hold your breath, you're doing well. Excellent. Inhale, now engage that pelvic floor, really squeeze the pelvic floor to pull the body up, using that inner core strength. Drop the arms and give everything a nice shake out again. Perfect, well done. Do you feel all right? Yeah, good. Take the legs out now in front of you and give them a little bit of a massage because they've been in that position for a while. So what you're going to do now, this is a weird stretch, this one. See how you go with it. It may be possible, it may not, let's see. So what you're going to do is bend your one leg. So your right leg stretched, your left leg is bent. And pulled as close in as you can. So obviously your bum's got to fit to the inside of your thighs. You might need to be open a little bit more. This, I'll show you a stretch and see how you feel about it, all right? So you actually put your arm inside the leg. And then you wrap your hands around the back of the leg. The other arm comes around the back of that arm and you interlock the fingers. So it's as if you're hugging your shin. Now that may be possible, it may not. If it isn't, just have your hand here and put your other hand around the back and just look over the shoulder. So see how you go. So some people will be flexible enough in the shoulders to be able to grip and others won't. You shouldn't interfere with your bum because your bum should be the inside of your leg. All right, and then just twist to look over that right shoulder and breathe, don't hold your breath. Flex your right foot, so flex your right foot, so you're engaging the right leg and you'll feel a stretch in the calf and the ankle as you do that. Well done. You're pulling up the knees to strengthen through the knees. Then inhale as you exhale, let go and bring yourself round to the centre. Well done. Stretch that leg out now and give it a little bit of a shake. See how you go with the other side, because like I said, we have a lot of differences from one side to the other. So we're going to, again, bring our foot as close in as we can. Bump is fitting nicely here inside the thigh. And again, you take your hand to the inside. If you twist, the easiest way is to twist your arms as the crook of the arm comes around the back of the shin, and then the upper arm, the other arm goes all the way around the back and you interlock the finger. But if you can't do that, just your hand here on the shin and your other hand around the back of the waist, and then you turn, lift and look over the shoulder. Okay, see how you go. So breathe in that twist as you look over the shoulder. Let's flex the left foot now. Flex the left toes towards you. So as you're pushing your knee down towards the floor and you're strengthening, or rather stretching through the calf and the ankle. Strengthening the knees. Breathe. Well done. Inhale as you exhale. Let's come round to the centre again. Release the arms. Stretch the leg out and again give them a little bit of a shake. Beautiful. You might need to tie, especially holiday things. If you've got a belt or you tie to hand today, yeah. So if you tighten your hamstrings, you'll need it. If you're not, you won't. And if you're bigger, sometimes you'll need it, even if you're flexible in your hamstrings, because it's trouble to get your feet. My camera's not brilliant today. Is it? I don't know what I've done any different to normal. Just going to angle it down a bit more. And adjust it again if I need to later. I'm conscious you can't see my legs. I don't think about it actually. There you go. You see my feet now. You see miles away now. So, place the tie around your foot. You may or may not need this, as I've mentioned. I'd like you to part your legs if you can, but obviously not too much if it's uncomfortable. So your tie is around your right foot and the left leg comes in. Now, the left leg, normally you'd say that the heel connects with your pubic bone at the top, your perineum, that sort of area. But if that's too much for the knees or makes you uncomfortable, then just have a looser leg. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to hold your tie or your foot if you can reach your foot. Okay, you might not need it. And then inhale, bring the arm up overhead. So your left arm comes up overhead. It's going to be a little side bend actually. There's a little bit deeper side bend than you just did. Inhale as you exhale, then you're going to lean over. Now you need to be engaging your pelvic floor and you need to be engaging all of your tummy muscles, your rectus abdominis, your transverse abdominis muscles need to be engaged to pull that belly button in to keep you strong in posture. Inhale as you exhale, you let go and you feel that waist really lifting here. Well done. Then inhale, and as you exhale, engage the pelvic floor, pull yourself all the way back up again. Excellent. Then swing the body so as you're facing the folded knee. Facing the folded knee. So if you're really big now in your belly, you need to be lifting up and just nice flat back, just leaning forwards with the sternum, because you're not going to be able to go much past that with the belly, you see. If you're okay, walk your hands forwards, depending on the trimester you're in really. So pull your hands forwards and just let your body drop. So you're stretching through the shoulders. You'll feel particularly a lovely shoulder stretch and lat stretch, and actually quadratus laburnum stretch really around the right side as you relax. Make sure you're relaxing the neck in this position. And then walk the hands all the way back again. Excellent. Let's release that leg now. Again, give it a nice shake. Widen the legs again and then pull your opposite leg in now. So your right leg is folding. Again, watch knees, watch hips. If this is not good for you, then remember you could alter the position of this leg. Okay, so tie or no tie, you might be tight on one leg but not on the other. So do use a tie. The way to use a tie is to lift out the body and then just pull into it so you can feel that stretch, hips and leg. But if you don't need to tie, that's fine. So placing your hand towards the feet or the ankles if that's too far away. Then lift the opposite arm up, the right arm comes up, lift up out of the waist. Breathe in as you breathe out, that lovely side bend now. You pull in a little bit into the hips and helping to balance the hips out a little. On every out breath, just let the body drop and sink just to a comfortable position for you. So just do what your body says it's okay to do. Well done, and breathe and relax as much as you can in the stretch. Notice the opening in the ribs, the intercostal, a really good stretch. Well done. Then engage the pelvic floor. Pull your body upright. Excellent. And then twist over the top of the knee. Drop your hands down. And again, either stay here with a lifted body and just pull forward, or if you can, walk your hands forwards along the floor. Or you could use cushions, I suppose, and lift yourself a little bit high if you needed to. And then let your body drop and relax on every out breath. So you feel that lovely stretch in the knee, in the hips, in the lower back. Well done. Relax the neck so you get to stretch out the neck so I can swing the neck. Good, then inhale and walk your hands all the way back again. Lift the body up and unfold your legs. Give them a little bit of a shake. Shake your knees. Prepare to come onto your knees now, guys. So feel free to use the blanket underneath the knees if you need to. Okay. I'm going to use one today because I fell over. I fell out of my shoes into the gutter and just about missed a car. I had a near miss I did the weekend. So I will use it on this one. Because I've got a bashed up knee now. So taking your hands underneath the shoulders, the knees directly underneath the hips. And do a little bit of strengthening for your hands and your wrists today. What I want you to do is to turn your hands to face your knees if you can. Now, if this is impossible for you, just do one hand and then do the other one separately. Okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I want you to press your fingertips in the floor as hard as you can so you can almost see the whites of your knuckles. Lovely. And then push your body weight backwards. So as you push your body weight backwards, you'll feel your carpal tunnels stretch. Stretching the wrists and down the carpal tunnel, the forearms. Try to relax in the shoulders on every out breath. You just pull back a little bit more. Just hold that just for a few breaths. Just hold it for a few breaths. Now, the reverse of this, you're hardly going to move your fingers at all, but you're definitely going to feel it in the hands for sure. What you're going to do now is bring your weight back so it's centre over the hands. But this time you're going to attempt to lift the fingers up off the floor in this position. They won't move probably, but have a go. Yeah, there go. So you're attempting, you'll stretch your fingers out wide and try to lift them off the floor. You'll feel the arms straight. You see, my toes curl when I do this. I don't know if you also do the same. It's really difficult, and you really feel it in the fingers and the hands. And this is really good to start to help to strengthen the arms and the wrists. Well done. So let's relax again. Push back again so you straighten those forearms. Pushing back a little, stretching the forearms. Lovely. Just hold that just for a few breaths. And then bring it forwards and begin to lift or try to lift your fingers up off the floor in this position. They may or may not come up a fraction if you look at it. And then inhale as you exhale, relax the hands. Sink back down onto the feet if it's comfortable. Shake out those arms. So these tiny movements are the killer movements, yeah? You know, the tiny movements are always the worst ones. The ones that look challenging are usually the ones that are a piece of cake. But well done for that. Okay, so moving on. We're going to come back into this position now on the hands. This time the hands are facing forwards. Spreading the fingers wide and as always pressing through the fingertips that takes it out of the wrist. So knees are underneath the hips on this one, hands are under shoulders. And we're going to swing the hips from one side to the other into sassy. Well, I named this. My personal name for this is sassy cat. So we're going to push your bottom from one side to the other and feel that flex in the spine and lower back. It's quite a nice back release, this one. You're keeping your pelvic floor engaged the whole time as you're doing this movement. Now slowly you're going to start looking back at the hip. So it's a slower movement now. As you rotate, keep the back nice and flat. And you just squeeze in the muscles to one side, stretching them the other, and then reversing the movement. So that'll be like somatic yoga, this one. Whereas you're more dominantly squeezing and then letting go of that squeeze on the out breath and squeezing the opposite side. And breathing in, breathing out. This is great for getting rid of lower back pain. It's also really nice for giving you and the baby a little bit more room as well, because gravity plays the part. So your baby's heavy and start to sag towards the floor, drop towards the floor, giving your organs a little bit more room. Well done. Now we're going to flow in dolphin and shake your wrists if you need to. But you're going to walk your hands much further forwards now, so much further forwards. We're going to create a loop. Now this is really hard to demonstrate because you can't see an awful lot going on. But if you can imagine that you're going to create a circle with the hips. So you're going to flow forwards. As you flow forwards, it's a bit like a half plank, so you do need your core engaged. But breathe in, start to flow forward. So as you push your shoulders over the top of the hands and elongate the thighs, then loop up as you tuck the tailbone under, stretch all the way back towards the heels. Now you might need to open the knees a little bit wider to make room for this big stretch, extended child. Forearms go to the floor, chest is low. You push forwards and then push up onto the hands. So you extend forwards again. Then you create that little loop. So imagine that pelvic floor tucking under and over. So imagine that you're drawing a loop with the sides of the hip, if that makes sense. Pushing back, breathing in. As you breathe out, you scoot forward. So you'll feel that upper body strength again. You also feel your core working here. Nice stretch for the quads though, this and the glutes. So breathing in. Scoot along the floor. Let's do that little loop with the hips. Push back again. It's a really nice release to that lower back. And again, you need to widen your legs a bit more to make room for your bump if you need to. We'll do this one more time. This is great for engaging the baby down in the back now. So when you need your time, it helps to get it down there where it's needed. Lovely. Breathing in. Breathing out the last one here, all the way back. And this time we're going to part our legs, toes come together, and sink yourself down into wide child. Come onto the forearms if you're quite big now, or support yourself with cushions if you need to. We can put one fist on top of the other and put your head onto the fist if you like. If you can, drop yourself all the way down and fold your arms and relax the body. Fantastic. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Lovely. And then push yourself up and walk yourself back into an kneeling position again. What are we doing? All right, everybody? Is everybody feeling okay? Yeah? Good. Brilliant. Okay, so we're coming into a squat if you can. See how you go in this, okay? So all you're doing is you're just rolling yourself on your toes, and your knees are going to need to be wider to make room for your bump now. So you'll feel it in the ankles there. See how you go with this one, Heidi. It might be overkill for you, but you might be all right because you're used to doing your yoga now, so you should be fine. Good. I would never recommend this if it was your first time yoga, as close as you are having a baby, because I know your body now. You're right. So now, when we lift ourselves up, I want you to think, try to lift yourself up evenly, and Heidi, if you need to hold on to something to lift now, feel free to do that, or any of you come to that. So try to push your heels down towards the floor equally, and then begin to straighten out the legs. So you really squeeze the pelvic floor as hard as you can now. Pull your belly button in so you tighten your core. So you use your core strength as well as the power of the legs to push your heels down, and then slowly roll up through the spine, bone by bone, and come up equally through the feet. Well done, that's brilliant. Inhale and stretch up tall, and exhale, flow the arms down. I'm just going to move and adjust my camera again now, so you can see standing positions. Ooh, Alexa's talking to me for some bizarre reason. Okay, well done, guys. So what you're going to do now is you're going to part your legs, and again, not too far if it's uncomfortable for you, and take your left foot towards the front edge of the mat. Your right heel's going towards the back corner, and your hips are coming forwards over the top of the left leg. You're going to bend your left knee, and you're going to breathe in as you raise the arms to shoulder height. You're bending your left forearm, and it's coming down onto the thigh. The opposite arm is coming overhead into a lovely big reach. Now you can stay, I'll give you an option. You can stay here, but if you like, you can straighten your leg and you can go a little bit deeper towards the floor. Blocks come in handy here, but I'm aware that everybody's got blocks at home, so just do what's right for your body. Now taking the arm overhead, you'll feel that lovely lift and stretching the hip in this lovely movement. Now you need to switch on your core to get out of this movement. So switch on the core, look down at the floor, push through the heel of that left leg and squeeze the left glute to bring your body upwards. Let's take it into a flow. Take the hand behind and lift up into your warrior flow. Now you reverse warrior, lifting the left arm up towards the sky. So your right hand's on the back leg and your left hand's lifted into a reverse warrior. Let's flow again. Breathe in and let's flow forward. So either bringing your elbow here onto the thigh or dropping your hand in front of that left leg. So do what's right for your body and feel that lovely stretching. Then squeeze the pelvic floor, look down at the floor, push through that left buttock glute, bring yourself up and go to reverse warrior. You take your right hand onto the thigh, left arm up, and feel that big reach. Well done. Breathe in. As you breathe out, come round to the centre. Swivel the feet round now and straighten out the legs. Take the arms behind you and interlock the fingers now. Pull the hands downwards towards the floor, so you're stretching your chest and your pecs and look up at the ceiling. Lovely. So nice lift in the sternum, lift the belly a little bit. Breathe in now. As you breathe out, leave with the sternum, keep the knees soft though, and come forwards. Now, if it makes you dizzy, don't take your head too low. Keep it at the tabletop. If you feel okay, you can drop your head and lift the arms up and over and relax the neck. Do watch your balance on this. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Feel the spine lengthen. Now bend the knees, tuck under the tailbone, start to drop the arms, squeeze the pelvic floor as you pull your body all the way up, bone by bone. Relax the arms, take them out to shoulder height. Let's turn the right foot towards the front of the mat, turn the left heel towards the back corner. Bend that right knee so you can see your shin is vertical with the toe just showing above the knee. Well done. Then bend your right arm and either place the forearm onto the thigh and the hand overhead, or breathe in. As you breathe out, you can drop your hand down either onto blocks here of the chair or onto the floor in front of your right foot. The opposite arm goes overhead into nice lift and diagonal. Breathing in, breathing out the whole time. Turn the head to look at the floor. Squeeze your pelvic floor, push through the foot and engage the right glute. As you bring your body upright, peeling your spine up bone by bone. Take the left hand on the back leg, lift up out to the body. Breathe in as you breathe out. Try to slide down just a little way to lift the ribs. In that lovely warrior flow. Reverse warrior. Let's go forwards again. Inhale as you exhale, either forearm onto the thigh or a little bit lower, you decide. Breathing in, breathing out the whole time. Well done. Turn the head down to look at the floor. Let's push through that front leg. Squeeze the glute as you pull yourself back up again into reverse warrior. Inhale, hand on the back thigh, lifting, breathing as you breathe outside, a little way down to open up to the intercostal. Then inhale as you come forward with the arms at shoulder height. Swivel the feet forwards. Lovely. Take the hands down below and interlock the fingers. Inhale as you exhale, let's take our sternum forwards as we flow forward, hinging from the hips. Take the arms up to stretch through the pecs. And again, if it's suitable for you, you can drop forward and drop the head, see how your body feels. Don't do this if you feel dizzy, sick, got blood pressure issues, keep your head in line with the heart. Soften the knees, squeezing the pelvic floor, roll yourself up, bone by bone. As you bring yourself upright. Relax the arms, give them a little shake out, and walk your feet to the centre. Take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, drop the hands to the heart. And we're going to do a pigeon breath now. You're going to interlock the fingers like this. You're going to take your hands underneath the chin. You're going to get the heart rate back again now. So there's a little bit of physical movement with this breathing technique. So you're going to inhale through the nose as you lift your elbows. Now, as you exhale, you blow through your mouth to make an O shape with your mouth. Blow through the mouth and then draw the elbows together. So tilt the head back a little. Stay in this position and breathe in through the nose. And as you breathe out through the nose, just bring your head and your arms back to your neutral position. And we'll do that again. So we inhale, we raise the elbows up. As we exhale, we blow through the mouth and bring the elbows together. Tilting the chin slightly. Keep it here, breathe in through the nose. And then exhale through the nose and bring the head back to neutral and relax the arms. We'll do that just one more time. So breathing in, lift the elbows. Expand the lungs. Breathe out of the mouth. Bring the elbows together. Breathe in as you keep the elbows together. And as you breathe out of the nose, you bring your head to neutral and you relax the arms. Well done. Take the hands away, close the eyes for a second, and just have your hands just relaxing forwards. Nice tall posture with the spine lengthened. Closing the eyes, relaxing into the breath, and just notice and reflecting on how your body's feeling. Take a lovely full yoga breath. You breathe in through the bottom of the belly to the top of the chest. And then exhale really slowly out of the nose and just reflect on how your body's feeling after your flowing postures, after your breathing, and general movement in the body. And then breathe normally and open your eyes when you're ready. Well done, guys. Well, we've run out of time very quickly today, so let's get ready to relax, shall we? So, as mentioned previously, if you want to bank up your cushions against a solid surface, and I've put the other posture on the back, thinking I've missed that one out because I've got another sheet of posture for the video, as always. I'm always over planning. But if you bank yourself up into like a restorative fish posture, if you bring your arms out and open like this, so your shoulders squeeze together slightly, opens the chest. It's a really lovely posture to open up that upper body, either with the legs straight or with the knees bent, whatever you need to do, okay? Alternatively, lying down on your side in a comfortable position for you, supported by your cushions where you need support. Okay. So whatever position is comfortable for you, that's the one that you need to be getting into. Okay. So we're going to start by tensing the whole body. And starting with the feet. So pull the toes towards you, push the knees into the floor, and begin to feel some tension through your legs. Squeeze your buttocks nice and tight. Pull up your pelvic floor. Pull in your belly button. Start to tighten your ribs. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, just let go. Relax, release, and allow everything to soften. Make a fist with the hands, and then spread the fingers nice and wide. Lift the arms up and start to tense through your arms. Bring the shoulders towards the ears. Tighten the chest and the neck and the arms. Screw up your eyes, wrinkle your nose, purse your lips and frown your forehead. Tighten all the muscles under your scalp. Then breathe in. As you breathe out, simply let go, relax, release, and allow everything to soften. Feel your body soften and relax. Turn your head just slowly from the left to the right and take any stiffness away from your neck. And then bring your head back to the center. Lift your head gently off the floor, tucking in the chin to lengthen the back of your neck. And then relax the head back onto the cushion. And take a lovely long deep breath in. As you breathe out, readjusting the body as you need to readjust your body and become as comfortable as you possibly can. Just notice this is time for you, time for your unborn child, leaving all of your worries at the door, allowing yourself to relax into the flow of the moment. Whatever comes easily to you is just right. Past, the future don't exist right now, just the present moment. Begin to notice the sounds in your room, acknowledge them and then let them go. Notice any sounds outside of the room and inside the room, and then acknowledge them and let them go. And then tell your body to relax. Let your feet and your legs soften into a good position. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and relax your hands. Allow your full body to soften down and relax into a natural position for you. Tell your head and your face to relax. Your scalp and your hair. Your ears, your jaw, your chin and your cheeks. Your nose, your eyes, your eyebrows and your forehead. All soften and relax. Take a cleansing breath in, breathing out any toxins, any tension from your body. And allow your breathing to fall in its own natural rhythm. Not trying to control it in any way, just observing as you breathe in that relaxation, breathing out any tension, and just watching the natural rhythm of your breath. If any thoughts interrupt, intrude, allow them to flow on past and then return your attention to your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring your attention to your solar plexus, center of your belly, and imagine a lovely little yellow light there, swirling around like a little whirlwind. Trying to notice how it feels and how it looks. Try to get a sense of how it's functioning. Can you feel any tingling maybe? What thoughts are popping into your head as you imagine that light? Is it swirling and moving? What speed is it going? Is it going fast or slow? A little small light or a big enlarged light? Can you see any colour in your mind's eye? As you visualise again that little yellow light in your stomach area. Watch as the yellow glow starts to gently spread out and get bigger as it spins. And bring your attention to your breathing. Breathing in relaxation, breathing out tension. As you breathe in, visualize yourself breathing in a golden yellow light into your stomach area. With every in-breath, you pull in more fresh yellow light, allowing it to fill your solar plex chakra in your stomach area and manipur chakra, allowing it to spread further outwards, connecting with all of your other chakras and energy centers, filling your entire body up to the chest, to your head, down into your arms and your hands, down into your pelvis and your legs and toes. Breathing in yellow light energy and breathing out tension. As you breathe in this yellow light, it brings you loving assertiveness, control, balance, and self-awareness. As you breathe out, the yellow light softens your ego. Feel the lovely golden glow as it gently spins and envelopes you, bringing in yellow light, breathing out any tension. Tell yourself you're comfortable within your own power. You are in control, breathing in yellow light and breathing out tension. Bring your attention back now to your stomach area, to the yellow light of the solar plex chakra. Visualize the swirling yellow light getting smaller, bringing it down to around the size of the fairy light, bringing it back down to normal function. Repeat to yourself, my solar plex chakra is working at normal function. Everything's fine. Bring your awareness back to the flow of your breathing, in and out, in and out. Notice the cool breath as it comes in through your nose and the back of your throat and into your lungs. Notice the natural movement of your tummy as you breathe in and out. Be aware of your full body again as it rests against the floor and the cushion. Bring your attention to your toes. Give them a little wiggle. Then to your fingers and give them a little wiggle. Give your shoulders a little shrug. And then let yourself become aware of your room and the position that you're in. Rock your knees gently from side to side to take any tension from your back and your hips. Stretch your body any way you feel your body needs to be stretched. And then roll yourself over onto your side and slowly push yourself up to a seated position. Welcome back. Taking the palms of the hands together, give them a lovely rub with warm heating energy through the palm. Take them over the face and eyes and massage the hair, line and the jawline. Give the neck and the shoulders a little squeeze to bring up the blood pressure a little. And take the arms out to the side of the body. Take a lovely deep breath in, a whole arm full of courage, of power, of strength, of positivity and happiness. And pull that into the heart to last you all week. And again, big breath in and a slow breath out. Namaste. Give yourself a big clap. Well done, guys. I'll just take